7-day forecast, a huge change up from the past, not only days, but
Luckily, the weather is taking a turn for the better, but first we want to get to some traffic news. Cutter Martin is following some breaking traffic news right now in the First Alert Traffic Center. Yeah,
the kind of situation where we continue to get updates as the mornings, the past hour and the next hour kind of goes along. You know how traffic is stopped here? This is a look at 516 just to the south of the junction with Highway 21. It was moving earlier. It was closed earlier, but they may have opened up at least one lane temporarily, but it does look like it's stopped once again. So just go ahead and plan on a closure, even though we were seeing traffic moving a little while ago. Again, this is the south, or technically the eastbound side of 516 from about 21 on south. We do have photos into the WTOC Traffic Center of the crash itself. What occurred was a car crossed the median into oncoming traffic and hit at least one vehicle head on, giving you an idea of where the crash is, right at the junction of 21 and 516. And you can see you're backed up on 21, likely 25 as well, and then coming in 80, also seeing backups because it's right there at that junction and that intersection. So all three of these major routes impacted. One that is okay but still seeing normal delays is 16 headed eastbound towards I-516. Showing you some drive times right now. Again, aside from that location, 21 at 516, which is backed up now, and 80 at 516 backed up as well. 16 is okay. 95 to 516, that is taking you 9 minutes. We have put this information in the WTOC News app, and a reminder, traffic conditions, updated drive times available in the bottom of the WTOC weather app. And on that note, want to shift gears, talk forecast for you. We're looking pretty good out there, feeling quite nice this morning. Temperatures are in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Safe Touch Security First Alert Live radar is dry, complete 180 from the nasty weather we had yesterday morning. Going through the next few hours, mid-late morning coffee break, go outside, enjoy it. Maybe not even a drive-through. Walk through the parking lot, go inside, enjoy the cool air and the sunshine. We're up to near 80 by 1. Lunch hour looking gorgeous as well. Temperatures this afternoon peaking in the upper 70s, the lower 80s. So not too bad. North and northwesterly breeze, 5 to 10 miles per hour, only helping to mix around the already pleasant feeling air. So it's going to be gorgeous out there today. And boy, do we have a weekend forecast ahead of us. Saturday and Sunday, rain chances pretty much zilch. Highs in the upper 70s and 80s, lows in the upper 50s, the 60s, though a little cooler Saturday morning. Rain chances, the humidity not really back in the First Alert forecast until the early and middle portion of next week. That's ahead of our next cold front arriving in the forecast Wednesday night into Thursday. Keeping you updated on today's forecast, I'll have a check in mid-morning live and the weather now coming up at 11. Syria.
All right, we do have some breaking news to share with you this morning. Tropical Storm Michael now being blamed for 11 deaths. The latest death toll reported in Virginia. The state's Department of Emergency Management tweeting that 5 people in the Commonwealth have died from storm-related injuries. Another death was reported yesterday afternoon in North Carolina. A man was killed when a large tree fell on his car near Statesville. 4 people died in Gadsden County, Florida, which was one of the first areas to see Michael's effects. And of course, we know that one of those victims was an 11-year-old girl from Southwest Georgia. She's been identified now as Sarah Radney. This is her picture. She's from Seminole County. She died after a metal carport was lifted by the wind and crashed into her grandparents' house. Her grandma survived but has a broken rib and punctured lung. Sarah's dad says she loved singing, dancing, playing the trumpet, and making people smile. Well, thousands of people are still without power in Georgia and South Carolina. The damage to the power grid is historic, according to the Georgia EMC. Michael maintained a lot of its strength heading into southwest Georgia, slamming the area with wind gusts over 100 miles per hour. Luckily, as it crossed the coastal empire, most of the storm's wrath was to our west. Now, that's not to say power crews haven't been busy fixing isolated outages and clearing debris from the lines.
All we had were some minor limbs down, and we've already gotten those picked up, so we're very blessed.
So especially, the Panhandle, southwest Georgia, there's a lot of people, and out of power and basically without a home right now. That's a hard thing to watch.
The Georgia EMC says the damage to the power grid is unlike anything seen in Georgia in decades. And right now I want to know if you are without power. A lot of you commenting yesterday saying you didn't have any power. Let me know if your lights are back on. Leave a comment right now on Facebook. Well, city leaders in Albany are calling this a utility crisis. They could be without power for weeks. Only 3 out of 52 power circuits are working right now in the city. Staying in Albany, we're told those outages are so bad that students at Albany State University are being sent to Savannah. The university tweeted out this update saying students who were unable to go home are being relocated down here to Georgia Southern's Armstrong campus, where they have plenty of housing and room for everyone. Well, here is a look at the power outages right now. Crews working hard from Georgia Power to restore that power. Meanwhile, Coastal Electric says they have restored services to about 1,000 people in Bryan, Liberty, Long, and McIntosh counties. Now they're sending crews to help other areas. Another big story we are following this morning. Georgia Secretary of State Brian Kemp is being sued by voting rights groups who say he's trying to use his office as an advantage in the midterm elections. As Secretary, Kemp's in charge of approving voter registration. He's also running for governor against Democrat Stacey Abrams. A coalition of civil rights groups says Kemp is intentionally blocking the registration of 50,000 Georgians in an effort to suppress the vote. Now, there's a lawsuit against him. He says those applications haven't been processed because his office is still reviewing them for signs of fraud. He tweeted yesterday calling it a manufactured crisis. Well, this weekend, you have got the chance to shop through some very thrifty deals, and the money you spend will go right back into our community. The Junior League of Savannah's 71st annual thrift sale kicks off tomorrow in a new location. It is now at the National Guard Armory in Savannah. Admission is $5. It's open from 7:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. Sunday, bonus sale day, 9 a.m. till noon. Admission is free on Sunday. Now, the party kicks off tonight. They have a preview party. You can buy that. It's a ticketed event, and this is the largest event the Junior League puts on every year. Well, not even a hurricane can stop a tradition more than 60 years in the making. The 68th annual Savannah Greek Festival is still on. The 3-day event kicks off usually on a Thursday. This year, they're starting today, and you can enjoy all of the traditional Greek food, live music, dancing, and much more. The festival starts at 11 a.m., and you can still place online orders. It goes until Sunday at the St. Paul Hellenic Center. And the Chatham County Sheriff's Office fired up the smoker to help those in need yesterday. They're doing a sale. Sheriff John Wilcher and his staff cooked 500 Boston butts and an annual fundraiser for the 200 Club of the Coastal Empire. Those 10-pound butts are sold for $25 each. The money goes to a scholarship fund, and you can still buy them today at the Sheriff's Office. Well, Britain had its second royal wedding of the year when Princess Eugenie married a tequila brand executive in a gala ceremony today at Windsor Castle. Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank tied the knot at St. George's Chapel, and the nuptials drew most senior members of the royal family, including the Queen. The couple married in the same venue that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle married in. She is 9th in line to the throne. She and her sister Beatrice are the daughters of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. All right, Disney fans, take your first peek at the upcoming Aladdin remake. This is the first trailer for the Disney's live-action adaptation of its popular 1992 animated movie. That trailer was released on Thursday, even though the new movie won't be in theaters until next May. The original Aladdin ranked in more than $500 million in sales, and the new one, a Canadian actor plays the main character. His co-stars include Naomi Scott, and Will Smith plays the genie. Disney is also working on remakes of The Lion King, Dumbo, and as we know, Lady and the Tramp. Well, I hope everyone is excited for the weekend. I know I am. It has been a long week. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Watching from Alma, hello. A lot of you saying you have power. Thank you, Power Crews. Thank you so much. And yes, Teddy, the Weather Channel says 11 deaths. That's what we reported. That is breaking news. 11 people have died. Don't forget, Cutter is back on Mid-Morning Live with an update, then at 11 a.m. for your digital newscast with a look at our weekend forecast. Have a great day.